Okay, we're moving on to this lot here in Pirtleville. This house was torn down less than a year ago. And it was an adobe, not a cement floor kind either. So it should definitely have something here, even though the map from 1914 shows it as a vacant lot. I'm kind of confused by that, so it must be a 1915 or 16 house. Well, there's part of the adobe. For those of you who don't know what adobe is, well, it's bricks made out of dirt. But it is very hard, especially treated, not just dirt and water. It's got hay mixed in with it. That's one of the ingredients anyway. But I like to look at these kind of lots because there's potential to find saloon tokens on the top of the ground, especially if they've just gone over with heavy equipment. It's not likely that I'll find one, but you never know. Of course, you could find regular coins and marbles and possibly a bottle or two. So let's keep on looking. Well, there's something. I think it has some kind of a name on it, but it's very hard to read it. It seems like it's a piece of a pocket watch. Well, I can't seem to find a Privy here, but I did find a pile of bricks, and there's at least one good one in here. I mean, look at that one. It's got some nice printing. 3 stars and AMB, whatever that means. So I'm very tempted to bring this one home. This one is kind of a wedge shaped. Maybe it's for a well. If you put them in a big circle, they'll actually work out. And here's one with a extra wedge shape, and it has embossing on it. Or debossing, actually. SFB Company, Pueblo, Colorado. Now that's a unique brick. I definitely have to bring that one home. Okay, I have located a Privy. I started out checking out the corner because I always assume they're not going to put an outhouse next to the street. In a corner lot, it's always going to be from the middle this way. But in this particular case, it's slightly on that side of the center, so this is a nice soft one, so it should be easy to dig. So let's open it up and see what's down there. Well, I just pushed it all the way to the handle and it still keeps going. So it goes at least a foot that way, and it's at least 4 feet deep. So much softer than that lot over there, but that lot is kind of like a parking lot. People have been driving on it for so many years. It's such a relief to dig such soft dirt. Even though I don't feel any glass in here, hopefully there'll be some bottles. Okay, I'm a 1.5 feet deep, and I just threw out the first bottle. It looks pretty darn old too. It is a perfume. It's blown in a mold. I think I read the map wrong because this is definitely older than 1915. It's definitely about a 1907 type of bottle. Okay, I'm 3 feet deep and I'm finding a bottle. It's broken. But it is a blown in a mold, which means pre-1912. So that's proves that this was a house here before 1914. Okay, just 1 minute later, I've got something else coming out. Well, at least the hole goes another 14 inches that way. Okay, while widening the hole up another foot that way, out pops a pharmacy bottle. Not embossed, but it is definitely an old one. Definitely 1910 or older. I just now noticed that this was an embossed beer. So that would have been interesting. And we have another beer, but it's broken in half. I don't see any embossing on that one, but it could have been up on the shoulder like that one. Okay, we got another bottle coming out. Oh, it's broken. It's an unusual shape. Three-sided, but kind of like a bubble design. I don't know what to call it, but it would have been a decent bottle. It's a food product from about 1908. Okay, I found a chunk of brass, or oh my god, it's a sculpture of a deer. Now that is what is called a primitive. One of the antlers is broken off, but yeah, that is probably made by the homemade process, because obviously we're in a copper mining district, so people probably like to make these kind of things. So I'll bring that one home. Okay, we're about 5 feet down now. I got another beer coming out, it looks like. An aqua one this time, no embossing of course. But wait a minute, it's actually machine made. That's kind of confusing. That's probably 1913. Okay, I found a marble. It's shattering apart. That means it's an onion skin. It's a ponnelled marble with fancy little pink and green stripes running through it. Well, I guess I'll have to man up and suck the dirt off and spit it out. Okay, there it is. Yeah, there's a distinctive green pattern to it. Yeah, these are very expensive marbles. Very fancy, but almost always when you dig them up, they have a bunch of, like this one, has about 35 little bitty chips on the edge of it. So anyway, it's definitely worth bringing home because it's very rare to find these. Obviously I'm wearing a dust mask because otherwise it'd probably die after a few days of this. It's so dusty, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm at nose level right now, so it's basically 5.5 feet. And I'm now just seeing a bottle. It's a beer bottle. Kind of looks like a soda bottle. It's actually lightweight. It's about the lightest weight beer bottle I've ever held. I don't know why that is, but it is blown in the mold, so that is looking like a 1908. It's January 30th right now, the middle of winter, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. I would hate to be here in summertime. As you can see, I'm sweating right now. I'm 7 feet deep right now, and it keeps on going. But it's just such a sparse hole, I just don't feel like killing myself anymore to find just a few bottles. So it doesn't feel like it's getting any more down at the bottom, so I'm just gonna count out the walls, because that's where most of the bottles are anyway. So I expect to find 5 more bottles in here. Okay, we got a beer stuck here in the sidewall. I think it's actually a machine-made one. Yeah, it is machine-made, but it's got to be 1912 or 13. Okay, I got another one. This one looks fancy. It's unusual how it's got sort of a slug plate here and here, and on this side as well. Must be really thin in the middle to have those deep panels on both sides. Okay, we got one. It's embossed. Got a couple scratches on the patina now. But it says Liquizone. That's a common bottle for this area. Southwestern anyway. It's got a nice patina. But yeah, not too good. It's probably a $6 bottle. Okay, it looks like a Florida water, but it's not embossed. Florida water being a cologne bottle. It probably was one, but it could have even been an olive oil bottle. Okay, we got a beer coming out. Just a plain one. Not too exciting. Okay, we got another beer coming out. Nothing too exciting about that one either. It's a machine-made one, and it was way down at the bottom. Well, I scratched this one out and I kind of hooked onto the scratcher. It's a wine bottle. And I found another beer bottle. The crown top is sheared off, but it's okay because it's only a $3 bottle anyway. And I found this bottle as well. Okay, this hole was tremendous. It goes 4 feet at least, way under there, past the alley line. And it goes a 1.5 feet that way. But these two walls are pretty well right on. But I also found this. A Snowtilla. It's blown in a mold. I don't know, I think it's some kind of hand lotion bottle. And then I found one of these Gebhard chili powders. And well, that's about it. So this was a lot of work. At least I found a dozen bottles. No, I probably found 15 or 16 bottles. So the bottle number was up there, but nothing really valuable this time. So I'll see you next week. Yeah, that one tunneled way under the alley. But at least we got some nice patinaed bottles out of the deal. Well, I found this odd stopper. I don't quite understand it, but that's a pretty cool stopper nonetheless. And a fork. I found several spoons as well, but they got buried in a cave-in, but it's okay. I got enough spoons already. Okay, this bottle that I said looks like a Florida water actually says Florida water. I just didn't see it at first. Okay, I found a penny, or what looks like a penny. It's so corroded though. I don't think it'll ever be able to salvage. It'll probably never be worth anything. Okay, here's a couple more things that I found while filling the hole in. A large stopper for a chemical bottle that's a gallon size. And this, which I just now noticed, is actually embossed. I think it says Japanese gold paint. Pretty sure that's what it says because I've seen these before. So it's a pretty cool bottle.